Hi there, Lariane with Pink Dahlia Soaps here. Welcome to another episode of Soapy Things, a place where I make things other than cold processed soap. Today's project is a semi-solid salt scrub. Try saying that 5 times. Semi-solid scrub. Sorry, got sidetracked. So we're going to make this salt scrub in the shape of coal. Isn't that fun? I wish I could have got this video out a lot sooner, but there's always next year. So let's get right into it and go over the supplies you will need. You will need a mold of some sort. You can either use the one that will give you the shape of coal or rocks. I also have that cube mold there that would work just as well. Any type of silicone mold that you would like to use should work. Clear melt and pour, shea butter, possibly any other hard butter should work. I don't know if coconut oil would work with this recipe though. I didn't try it, but I feel like it would probably be too soft. But cocoa butter I think would be perfect. A light oil of your choice. I'm using avocado, but you can use grapeseed, rice bran, olive, really any oil that you have on hand. Magnesium sulfate or Epsom salt. Of course, activated charcoal. Polysorbate 80. This is an absolute must for this recipe. Unless you're doing a home version of Chim Chimney from Mary Poppins, you're gonna want the Polysorbate 80. Fragrance of your choice. And last but not least, containers to store the salt scrub. Okay, let's get started. Go ahead and weigh out 2 ounces of melt and pour soap, and then you're going to chop it up into smaller pieces just so that it melts quicker. But before you melt the soap, go ahead and weigh out 1 ounce of shea butter and add the 1.5 teaspoons of your oil, and then microwave until the shea butter is completely melted. And then I add the melt and pour soap along with the 0.5 ounces of Polysorb 80 and half a teaspoon of charcoal to the warm oils. Give it a nice stir. Hopefully the warmth of the oils will melt the soap completely, but if not, you can pop it back into the microwave for a few seconds. Once everything is melted, go ahead and add fragrance oil if you're going to use it. I'm using this at about a 3 to 4% usage rate, and I am basing that usage rate off of just the weight of the oils. And that's 0.1 ounce of fragrance oil. Once you have the fragrance oil mixed in, go ahead and add the Epsom salt. I do want to say that I did try making this recipe with dead sea salt. It was not good. It never set. I think that the dead sea salt has too much moisture in it to work for this recipe, so just stick with using Epsom salt. Now that everything is thoroughly mixed, I'm going to go ahead and pour it carefully into the mold. I did put the mold on a little cutting board so that it could make transporting this to the freezer much easier. And then you can just leave it in the freezer for about 45 minutes to an hour. Once it's set, go ahead and unmold. And look at that, a perfect lump of coal. I absolutely love these. Now all that's left to do is put some into a jar. So I chose to put a little piece of this fabric that I purchased from Walmart on top of the jar just to give it a cute little touch. Wrap a piece of ribbon or twine around the top. I'm going to add a couple of berries from a pick that I purchased at the dollar store. You can also add a tag with whatever information you want, like the directions or the ingredients. You just take one of the pieces of coal with you to the bath or shower and use it as you would a body scrub. You do want to make sure that you store this in a cool, dry place and use it within 2 to 3 months. And I think anyone, naughty or nice, would love to receive this as a gift. Well, that does it for this episode of Soapy Things. I hope you join me next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.